What if losing the love of your life didn't mean that the connection ended, but instead opened a door to a deeper, eternal bond? Most people know Queen Victoria as a stern monarch draped in black, but almost no one knows the truth. After Prince Albert died, Queen Victoria spoke to him every single day through mediums, dreams, signs, and spirit visitations. Her love didn't stop at death. It became immortal. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert had one of the greatest love stories in royal history. He wasn't just her husband, he was her soulmate, her anchor, and her emotional home. And when Albert died suddenly at just 42 years old, Victoria's world shattered. The entire kingdom saw a grieving widow withdraw from public life. What they didn't see was what happened behind closed doors. Queen Victoria began a lifelong communication with Albert's spirit. The night after Albert died, Queen Victoria wrote in her journal that she felt the warmth of his spirit sit beside her on the bed. No footsteps, no sounds, just the feeling of someone she knew better than anyone. She said, "I felt him near me, as if he sat beside me in love." This wasn't imagination. It was the beginning of a connection that never faded. Queen Victoria invited mediums secretly and quietly into Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. She met with John Brown, her trusted attendant, who became her spiritual intermediary, private mediums whose names were kept out of public record, and channels who helped her hear Albert's voice and receive guidance. Witnesses in the palace later described moments where she claimed Albert had spoken through the medium with the same tenderness in his tone. She believed fully and without doubt that Albert guided her decisions as queen. Victoria often found small objects moved on her dressing table. Brushes, rings, letters, placed exactly where Albert used to leave them. One morning, she discovered one flower from their wedding bouquet laying on her pillow. A flower that had been sealed in a case for years. To her, these were not coincidences. She wrote, "He communicates with me. He consoles me. He lives still." Victoria had recurring dreams of Albert where he held her hand, guided her through gardens, warned her of upcoming political challenges, and reassured her that they would be together again. She described these dreams as more real than waking life. Whenever she needed direction as a monarch, she asked Albert for a sign, and she received them. Victoria never remarried, never took off the black mourning clothes, never stopped speaking to Albert. For 40 years, she maintained a daily dialogue with his spirit. For her, death was not an ending. It was a change of form, and Albert was not gone. It's as if he had just stepped into another room, and their love through signs and dreams, mediumship, and quiet communication became one of the most enduring examples of love from beyond the veil in all of history. If you have ever felt a loved one in spirit, if you've dreamed of them, sensed them, or received signs, you already understand the truth Queen Victoria lived every day. Love never dies. It simply shifts into a new kind of presence. And if you feel called to deepen your own mediumship, to understand your gifts, connect with spirit, or learn how to interpret the signs around you, I invite you to explore my spiritual academy for mediumship. Inside, you'll find courses designed to help you open your gifts safely, confidently, and with divine guidance. You'll find the link down in the description. And I would love to hear from you. Have you ever received a sign, a dream, or a visitation from someone you love on the other side? Share your experience down in the comments. Your story may comfort someone who really needs to hear it. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe and check out my playlist called Mediumship Mysteries, where you will hear more true stories from the spirit world.